Hi, good afternoon. My team and I will talk about some important aspects of Canada to learn a little more about the country, and to begin with, we have its story. Next slide, please. The first inhabitants of Canada were known as the Aboriginal people or First Nations. The soon were extended in large numbers, and thanks to this they had cultures and economy in a very high way. During the time the participation of British and French was very important and governed as a British colony during the years 1864 to 1867. Some of the most important representatives of Nova Scotia been worked together to build a better country. Given all this, the former province of Canada was divided into Ontario and Quebec, which thanks to this came to a great dominance of Canada. Clearly, that after the great position, each one will have to take control of areas such as education and health. After the British Parliament approved the British law, giving the nomen Canada, was able to Spain successfully. Thanks to this, the province was on nothing. Finally, 1982, the country had to take chair alone and broke with the British Parliament, thanks to the fact they wanted to become independent. Is credit is some constitution. Today, Canada is a very good relation with Great Britain, but its stronger link is with the United States.
Government and politics. Canada is a monarchy and commonwealth with a state parliamentary, federal system, and a strong democratic tradition. The Commonwealth is a society of former British colonies that, at time becoming independent from the United Kingdom, made them swear allegiance to the Queen, even though they had their own form of government. Next, please. The government has three branches: executive, legislative, and judicial, which work in independence to ensure the rights and freedoms of Canadians. The Canadian federal system includes a national federal government, provincial government, and territorial government. In turn, the states and territories have municipal governments.
Canada is an ideal place to study, since from primary school to university it leads to high prestige, international relations, high academic standards, and although your main two living costs are very low compared to other developed countries. Next slide, please. Canadian education is oriented more to practice than a theory, very different from other schools. Since the offer of age of the students can be liked, in general it can be said that Canadian education stands out as one of the most advanced in the world. Um, Canada is one of the countries that gives a lot of credit to education. That's what the government invents large sums of money towards the education system. School attendance is compulsory for children between the 6 and 16. Education in Canada is public and free from preschool to high school, including technical training for work. The Canadian educational system is one of the most complete advanced systems. Science and the levels of their education, they offer excellent programs, study opportunities, good facilities, and supervision with highly qualified personnel.
Hi, my name is Ruby Casares. Is the next topic is relation is Canada and the other countries. Canada cope against the Russia. Canada new sanctions on the Russia impose a ban on the export of 28 critical services for the operation of the Russian energy industry. And the and the Canadian Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced today a new set of sanctions against Russia oil and gas sector as a result of the appalling and injustifiably invasion of the Ukraine in response of the war that began last month of the February, and also to force the withdrawal of Russian troops. The next topic, according to the ONU, there are 7,009,657 millions and the immigrants living in Canada, which represent 21.70 of Canada's population. In Canada, there are the four categories of immigrants. Immigrants with a family relationships closely related to Canadians living in Canada, economic immigrants, skilled workers, passing people, others people accept as immigrants for humanitarian or comparison reasons.
Hi, I'm Fatima, and now we will talk about the culture of Canada, starting with how are the Canadians. Well, the culture of Canada, being so diverse, has made its inhabitants respectful of the different customs of all the citizens who live there. Canadians are naturally friendly and have no problem helping you get somewhere. Find out where the best deals are, or simply give away always with a good attitude and smile. Punctuality and honesty are characteristic of Canadians, who also, who also have a high respect for the rules of coexistence and civility, which makes Canadian an orderly, calm, and safe country to live in. Although Canadian culture is highly influenced by its colonizers, the French and the British. No less important is the influence of the country's indigenous cultures, which added to the large number of immigrants from all over the world, make Canada a nation of great artistic wealth. Canada is a multicultural country with a wide range of influences, customs, and traditions. Proud of this mix, Canadians are proud to be citizens of the second largest country in the world and, moreover, one of the most open and tolerant everywhere. When the long winter gives way to warm weather, festivals of all kinds flourish in the country. How is a Canadian food? Canadian gastronomy is very diverse. The influence of different cultures makes it stand out for its variety and flavors. Each region has its own culinary traditions, influenced mainly from the beginning by English and French cuisine, and currently by Asian and Caribbean cuisine. Dishes with lobsters, clams, and salmon stand off with different preparations and designs depending on the province you are in. However, thanks to the country multiculturalism, you can find dishes for many parts of the world. The typical dishes in Canada are faithful to their origins, but without creasing to be innovative and unique. Canadian cuisine combines traditional Aboriginal food with exquisite English and French flavors, resulting in food dishes with a very unique taste. One of the dishes of the typical national food that you cannot miss is the pamil. If you are a pork lover, this dish is for you. The pamil bacon is the perfect combination of pork and corn. In this typical dish, the pork loin is cut into thin slices that they are pickled and marinated in cornmeal. Well, now we will talk about the tourism of Canada. Whitehorse is the capital of Yukon and the largest city in northern Canada. It is the gateway to other impressive areas such as Alaska and the Yukon National Park, where you can explore impressive natural areas. It is one of the most interesting places in Canada because if you are lucky and at night you look up at the sky, you can enjoy amazing northern lights in the city. Whitehorse is it's not only known for being often the place with you the best views of the northern lights. In this magical city, you can do other activities. Then we have Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls are a set of waterfalls located in the Niagara River in northeastern North America, between Canada and the United States. You can make your visit by boat. It is the most popular attraction to enjoy the falls very closely, since you will do it directly on the water from boat. Visit to the viewpoints. You can enter for free to the viewpoints overlooking the falls. Explore the area by taking a walk and taking photos from different angles. You can do this visit both during the day and the night. There are different panoramas. At the night, you will appreciate the lighting show. Now, we have Banff National Park. In the heart of the Rocky Mountains lies the town of Banff, which lends its name to the national park. Here you can enjoy camping sites, long walks in the summer, or skiing in the water. If you are on of the less adventures, you can take a gondola ride to the top of a mountain where you can enjoy a good swim in its pools filled with thermal waters while you contemplate one of the best landscapes in Canada. Banff, Canada is known as the Park of Turquoise Blue Waters, and the third is that you will notice that the rivers are glacial lakes of this park have an amazing and a vivid turquoise color. Finally, we have Whistler. You are now in the winter wonderland you have always dreamed of. Now, you will have to decide how to explore it. Skiing and snowboarding are the classic option, but they are the fun and the only ones. If you want an adrenaline rush without the responsibility of maintaining your own balance, go full throttle on one of the spring tours. If you want something more scenic, how about a helicopter ride over the snow peaks that surround the city? You can also sign up for a tour about a powerful snowmobile or explore the Soviet ride through the forest or British Columbia on a dog sled. Hi, I'm Monica and I will tell you about society in Canada. The Canadian lifestyle is based on order, punctuality, cordiality, attention to detail, and respect. On the other hand, they are healthy people who love to practice sports and enjoy nature. This is evident in the number of green spaces within their cities, the exploration of natural reserves for adventure tourism, and the sports culture that prevails in the connection system. In the same way, they are passionate about the various cultural manifestations such as music, theater, museums, and cinema. In fact, Canada is one of the countries where urban art in all its expressions finds a place to express itself fully. Canadians are known for being kind and honest. They have the habit of being punctual and respecting the rules of the coexistence and civility. They are also very nationalistic and proudly profess love for their country and its symbols, as well as having a deep respect for the environment. They welcome visitors with open arms and are used to culture diversity. They are also very peaceful, compassionate, and curious. However, at the time of personal interaction, they are simple. They don't usually greet with kisses or hugs, except in the province givings where the French custom of the double kiss on the cheeks is maintained. And they are not very effusive with gestures either. Both in family environment and at work, they behave with absolute informality, although they value eye contact during conversations and punctuality. Next, please. Religion. According to figures provided by Statistics Canada, more than 80% of the Canadian population profess some religious beliefs. 7 of 10 citizens professions to be Christian, whether Catholic or Protestant, the two most important religions in the country. Catholics are the largest religious group, with about 45% of the population. Protestants, on the other hand, represent 30%. Other religions practiced in Canada are Islam 2%, or the Orthodox Christianity 1.6%, Judaism 1.2%, Hinduism 1%, Sikhism 1%, Buddhism 1%, and numerous ancient religions. The Canadian Constitution establishes freedom of religion as inalienable right. All citizens have the freedom to practice their cults and celebrate their religious traditions if they don't consider it instruction of the laws. Furthermore, Canadians are free not to practice any religion if they prefer. In fact, Canadian state is secular.
Okay, I will talk about the 5 best aspects of Canada. Number 1, education. In Canada is public and free for all residents from preschool to high school. Number 2, work. Most jobs pay more as you gain experience in the country, quickly reaching 16,000 per year. Number 3, quality of life. Canada performs well on many dimensions of general well-being compared to the other countries, included the Better Life Index. Environment. Its landscape is so varied that it can be seen from frozen tundras to immense grasslands and forests. Number 5. Canadian society is a pluralistic, respectful of freedom of conscience and worship. And finish.